Alrighty guys, we're trying a new spot today. So, we're just gonna have some tea and we will be discussing Go Tell the Bees I'm Gone by Diana Gabaldon, and this is book 9 in the Outlander series. I don't know much character space. Okay. So, let's just take a look at notes real quick, because it's been a while. And luckily for me, I took notes. Let's discuss. So, first of all, we pick up where we left off in book 8. And Bree, Roger, Jem, and Mandy all come back to the Ridge. Yay. Finally, they're back. And then, you know, everyone's kind of coming back together. We have some domestic downtime, which we haven't seen in the past couple of books. So, that's always a plus. Love that. And then, Jermaine and Jem pick up where they left off with their friendship, and they include Fanny, in that friendship group. So, yeah, that's really nice. But then when, as later in the book, when the boys are gone, Fanny really misses them. Jamie and Claire discuss Faith, their daughter that, you know, was early and died. They talk about her in book 9, which I think is really a good touch. It shows that they still remember her and think of her even all these years later. And I think that's just a really good element to have in the book. Okay, can we talk about Frank's place in the plot? Like, okay, Frank is getting more plot in this book than he did in any of the other books that he was, like, even in, and he's dead. I'm not a big Frank fan, but, you know, but it's just like Claire's trying to finally put her past with Frank fully behind her. She's recognizing some things, but she just wants to shut that door, keep it closed, lock it up, never look back again on that. And Frank's one last book that he wrote is specifically mentioned and directs some of the plot towards the big battle in this book. And he's kind of haunting Jamie a bit, which is kind of a twist, seeing how Frank saw Jamie's ghost and now Jamie's seeing Frank's ghost. Book 1 versus book 9. But yeah, it was, yeah, let's not discuss Frank too much. But if we remember Amy Higgins, she dies in this book. She gets mauled to death by a bear, which honestly is a bit traumatic. It's written extremely well. But I like how Diana also, like, goes on and even after the event and shows Bree's trauma with it as well, because she was right there beside Amy Higgins, and it was really good that way. But no, she gets mauled Amy gets mauled by a bear, and then she dies. And no, she couldn't have survived because the bear got her head in its mouth. Pretty graphic. But, you know. And then, Bree, we find out that Brianna has AFib, atrial fibrillation, which is, Claire assures her that it's, like, nothing life-threatening for, like, her age and everything, but she gets it after her latest trips through the stones. So, we're starting to see effects from using the stones, and if you can remember, Claire said when she came back then that if she went back through again, she probably wouldn't survive. So, we're starting to learn some more about the whole time travel through the stones magic thing going on, which is always interesting. I'm down for that. And then Willie and Bree meet. William and Brianna meet in Savannah, and Lord John orchestrates this with Jamie and Claire, and their relationship. It's so good. Their relationship is pretty good, and I definitely enjoy reading and seeing them bond after how long. And words cannot describe right now how much I feel of this sibling relationship. And then Jamie and Jenny talk about Culloden and how Jamie is starting to remember a bit more about what happened, which honestly is a pretty big thing considering that Jamie never really remembered Culloden after everything happened. He didn't really remember it at all. So I don't know if that's really a good thing or a bad thing, but it was definitely something worth mentioning. And then Bobby and Sylvia's wedding. So friend Sylvia from book 8 comes to stay on the ridge after Ian and Rachel go up north, check on Ian's ex-Mohawk wife, and they bring home Ian's son to his ex-wife, make him part of the family, and then they also bring friend Sylvia and her daughters, Patience, Prudence, and Chastity, along. And Bobby and Sylvia get married, but it's more their children, 3 boys, Bobby's boys now, Aiden, Ori, and Robbie marry, the kids marry the kids, and they say, like, they marry them, like, we take you, we also take you, and it was a whole, like, family event, and it was pretty satisfying, I have to say. It was pretty satisfying, and also really cute. It was really cute. And then finally, we're going to talk about Richardson, Ezekiel Richardson. We found out for sure that he is a time traveler, and he has a plan to make sure that slavery will be ended long before 1865 by the fact that the Americans will lose the revolution because the British, and make sure that the British don't give up. This planned majorly. One of the major events is a speech that Hal, Lord John's brother, gives to Parliament. So they're trying to stop Hal from making that speech. And they capture Lord John, and they're going to have him tried for like sodomy. They found out that he was gay. So, yeah, they doing that. And then, Percy, his half-brother, Lord John's half-brother, stepbrother, who's still kind of in love with him. You can tell. He manages to get away, and he finds William and says, "Hey, your father needs your help. I don't know where they're keeping him, but like you need to like get him out of there." And Richardson already had a stint with Lord John, Claire, William, and Brianna, which Richardson was also the archaeologist friend of Rob Cameron in book 7. Rob Cameron kidnapped Jem. So it's all kind of connected to time travel, and it's very interesting. Well, he was after Claire, I believe. He was also after Claire and Brianna, but then Lord John and William also fall under that category as well. So not quite sure where he's going to go with that, but it's always interesting. I'm sure. I cannot wait for book 10, although it's probably going to be a few years, but it's definitely amazing. I had a good time reading this again. I loved it. And yeah, this should be my last main focused Outlander video for a while. Coming up soon, I should be filming different types of videos. I know I'm going to have a video talking about general overview of all the books that I read for spooky season that are like gothic or more Halloween horror vibes, maybe just a little spooky. So I will have a video with that, and then I still haven't decided which series to reread next. So yeah, we will see what I'm in the mood for reading. Right, see you next time. Bye.